Hi, good morning. I am Renzo Yabes together with Denis Cebrero, and today we're gonna present about the impact of peer pressure on academic success among DLSU undergraduate students. So, for our research objectives, to show the relationship between perceived peer pressure and factors of academic success, is to examine the relationship between peer pressure and academic performance among the students. Next is to assess the role of peer support and mentorship in mitigating the negative effects of peer pressure on academic success. Next is the to provide recommendations for university policies and programs that can help students navigate peer pressure and enhance their academic experience. So for our conceptual schema, we'll have the perceived peer pressure and the factors of academic success. Show the correlational between of the two factors.
Hi everyone, I'm Denise Cebrero, and I'll guide you through on how our study went, starting off with our methodology. The first thing to know about our study is quantitative in design. It's revolving around a correlational study between perceived peer pressure and factors of academic success. So the question to answer is what is their relationship with one another? And with that, we're looking at the population of De La Salle University's College of Liberal Arts undergraduates here in Manila campus. But we don't know their parameters or what does the population consist of specific quantitatively in specifics. So with that, we turned into non-parametric or non-probability sampling, specifically snowball sampling, meaning that with each respondent that we get, we are being referred to fellow students in the College of Liberal Arts. So with that, our research instrument is a survey questionnaire being passed around for around 2 weeks. As a total, at the conclusion of our data collection, we have a total of 43 respondents. And with that, our analysis is composed of a descriptive statistics, of course, and inferential statistics. So for our descriptive stats, we have frequencies, the percentages, and the median as our measures. And for our inferential statistics, we're going to use the Spearman's law for our correlational analysis. Now that we've finished collecting and coding 43 respondents who have answered our survey, it's time to answer the question of who are they or who our respondents are. And that's going to be answered through descriptive statistics. So, the respondents of these studies, again, include the students from the College of Liberal Arts in De La Salle University, Manila campus. And based on these two graphs, we know that majority of the respondents are females who compose the 60.47% of the sample. And with regards to their ID number or to the year level that they belong to, most respondents are from the expected sophomore batch or ID 122 of the academic year that this data was collected. And specifically in percentages, they consist 55.81% of the batches covered. The other batches only had less than 10 respondents, with the older batches specifically being ID 119, 120, and 121. And the youngest batch only has one respondent based on this graph. And lastly, based on their degree, majority of respondents are taking a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology, which is followed by those concentrating in organizational and social systems development, psychology, both for AB and BS, and political science. We even note that some of our respondents are also pursuing a double degree of one liberal arts field and one business concentration. Moving on our descriptive statistics, we are now going to answer the question of what they are thinking about with regards to peer pressure. So, through behavioral dimensions, specifically on yielding, resisting, and encouragement, we are able to know that one, most students reported that they are certainly aware that they are being encouraged in performing school tasks through peers. And two, they're capable of resisting peer pressure involving malicious acts, which is only here for one case, specifically under yielding to peer pressure, known as the if they often skip classes, if they're forced to do so. Lastly, we'll be able to know on how they perceive factors of academic success identified through literature. And here, students say that teaching environment has a partial effect for them, but school administration and facilities are more effective and conducive in their opinion. Ultimately, student behavior definitely affects their academic success. So it's them who define their performance. However, they put a note on the contribution of parents and teacher related factors, which they perceive to be varying in effect. Now, we are at our inferential statistics part of our data analysis. Please remember that we are using Spearman's raw correlation as our method. From looking at the values flagged with asterisks here in the table, we can easily tell that yielding to peer pressure has a significantly weak to moderate positive relationship with the factors of academic success. Specifically, it is the most moderate with school facilities and student behavior, denoted in columns 7 and 8, yet the relationship is weak with school administration, denoted by column 5. Since we have used Spearman's law as our method of correlation, we are concerned with the monotonicity rather than the linear relationship of the factor of both variables rather. Meaning, the more that the student is aware that they yield to peer pressure, the more that they are aware of the effect that the mentioned factors have on their academic success. It is as if students are weighing the consequences of their actions. So for the final thoughts of our study, we know that majority of our respondents are female, second-year college students, and are from the departments of sociology and behavioral science as well as psychology. Students generally agree that they are aware of how peer pressure influences their positive behavior rather than their negative behavior, and students perceive their academic success as greatly dependent on the behavior of their behavior and that of school administration. Based on our correlation method, we now know that how greatly students are aware of how they yield to peer pressure is how greatly they determine the factors towards academic success.
So for our recommendations, we have promote awareness in education, implement workshops and seminars that educate students about the effects of peer pressure, both positive and negative, raising awareness about how peer influence can affect academic decisions and behaviors can empower students to make informed choices and resist negative pressures. Next, we have the promote extracurricular activities, encourage students to participate in extracurricular activities, clubs, and organizations that align with their interests and values. Engaging in such activities can help students build positive social networks, develop leadership skills, and find a sense of belonging, reducing the likelihood for negative peer influence. Next, we have the research and monitoring. Continue research on peer pressure and its impact on academic success at the LSU. Longitudinal studies and regular monitoring can provide insights into the changing dynamics of peer influence and help in the development of more targeted and effective interventions. And last is the regular assessment and feedback. Regularly assess the effectiveness of the university's programs and initiatives aimed at mitigating the effects of peer pressure. Gathering feedback from students about their experiences and challenges can help tailor interventions to meet their specific needs and improve overall academic success. Thank you.